Um, Sh0e had posted a video 21 hours ago saying female gooners must be stopped with the title on her thumbnail saying, "Are women okay?" To which I ask in response, "Are they?" Now, if you don't remember, I did a whole video on Sh0e Head. Sh0e Head has an extremely elaborate and embarrassing history on the internet. She was a Chan girl. She was one of those girls back in the day when there were no women on the internet who used being a Chan girl to get male attention. Um, she hooked up with like losers on 4chan. She has funny stories about that. She hooked up with this guy who's not from 4chan because he's black. And she also said that it was the best sex she ever had or something. She said something to the effect that he was the best lover that she ever had. Then she became an actual proper e-celebrity and has since purged any and all mention that she was with this black guy. In fact, I remember very specifically, and this is going to sound schizophrenic as fuck, but I promise you this is true. At some point, the news came out that this guy's died. This guy was a truck driver, and he was stabbed to death. And they had a GoFundMe for his funeral services. And I mentioned on stream that he had died. Oh no, it was even during the stream that I did on her. And during that stream I mentioned that he had died, he had a GoFundMe, and that she didn't even mention it because she's so ashamed of being black. She never mentioned it. Then at some point, like before the next stream, I checked this page again, and there was a $500 donation from June Lapine, like literally attributed to June Lapine. And it's like if someone paid $500 as a joke to that, that's crazy. Because it's not like they posted it on Twitter themselves, and that's how I found it. I found it on accident after the fact. So I've always thought that was really, really crazy. But she has never acknowledged this in any way, shape, or form since being an e-celeb. Now, since I posted this, by the way, I got people mad at me saying, Josh, this is why you have no friends, Josh. There are USIP supporters out there, not yet recruited, who are friends, fans. In fact, I think the top comment of this even says, let me read this word for word. I can't read this word for word. I'm not signed in. It says this from Dave Green. Dave Green, this is the most liked reply to this post. And he has 30,000 followers. He makes fiddlersgreen.substack.com, vlogs as the distributist, reactionary gadfly. So it's not like a fake account or a fake post. He wrote this and says, "Please delete. She is wife to friend. Fighting words." And I'm like, I didn't reply to this, but I'm just like, I don't give a shit. The post here is, "Are women okay? Our female gooners must be stopped." And the criticism I got from people who sympathize with my point is that I went with the black guy to be racist as opposed to the multiple year-long open BDSM relationship which she had with Gregory, the armored skeptic, where she literally lived as a 24/7 dog servant and slept under his desk wearing a collar like a dog, completely naked, and talked at length about sucking his dick and calling it a Gregory flavored popsicle. These are thoughts which are now core memories. I did that stream years ago. I still remember the tweet about the Gregory flavored popsicle. It's never left me. It's now a part of who I am. That's what you've done to me. And you expect me to just let this go and just suffer in silence for the rest of my life because she's married to Friend? I'm sorry. If I saw the Gregory flavored popsicle tweet, so does her wife or husband or whatever the fuck. So does the husband. So does the friend. The friend has to know about this too. Okay. My point is, Sh0e Head's a hypocrite. Sh0e Head is four things. Sh0e Head is a hypocrite. Sh0e Head is gross and a gooner. And actually, the third one. Sh0e Head is a gooner. And Sh0e Head is blacked. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget. Oh, Sh0e Head's bald. Oh, that should have been the third one. God damn it. All right. That's my adventure into Zealand. I'm sorry. I'm not good at making friends. Okay, I'm not good at making friends because I have a curse. I am very slow to hold grudges. When people harm me personally, like PPP has. PPP pulled up the Blockland shit. He did the whole song and dance. That's an offense to me as a person. I'm very quick to forgive and forget that kind of shit. I don't have the mental capacity to hold on to a grudge. I have to make room for Gregory flavored popsicle tweets. Those are the memories I hold on to. However, I have a curse of noticing core personality flaws, and I am much slower at letting go of those. When Dick Masterson begins to favor a autistic pedophile on his show, and I have to be sidelined for the autistic pedophile digibro, autistic pedophile tranny, mind you, that's a core personality flaw. That's not an offense to me so much as it is, this is a powder keg of bullshit that I don't want to deal with. I'm getting the fuck out of here. When Sh0e Head is supposed to be Tradcath right wing, but she's been blacked, that's irreconcilable. I'm not saying that she has to go to jail. I'm just saying that that is a core personality flaw. It's not a mistake. That's a core fundamental facet, an immutable characteristic of the gray matter in your head, your genetic sequence, and who you are as a person that can never be changed. And I will recognize that, and I'll never forget that. And oh god, who is the third? There's a third person that I had lined up. Andrew Torba killing bees, running around his room, panting about freedom of speech by a beehive full of dead bees. There's some other thing, but it's like being an OnlyFans prostitute at any point in time ever, getting drunk and making a locals thing where you talk to drunk people and get into a polykill. It's just like there are things that you do that are not mere mistakes. They could only happen if you wanted them to happen. And if you want them to happen, there's something wrong with you. Something to stay away from.
Thank you for watching this clip. This is the CAC. Remember to like and subscribe.